We're on. This is where we left off from last stream. Ooh, I'm in the red. Okay. Sound should be better. So, we're working up a new album. We actually rehearsed today and filmed some stuff for some of the other songs that are already done. And we figured out some parts. One part is for this song I'll actually show. Let me turn my window capture on. It's this song. This is Dream. It's a little different from last time. I think I showed it last time. So I'll show it again at this stage. The main difference is marimba. I'm going to talk about how I record marimba and all that, because this is a real marimba here. This isn't like a keyboard faking marimba, and you can tell by the technique and stuff like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a listen to some of it. And the sound should be coming out. It looks like it's coming out. Good. Turn it up on my end. Here's marimba. By itself. Nothing too fancy, just doing what we call permutations in marimba. So something happened to the metronome here. I have to fix later, but yeah, this is how marimba I recorded anyway. I put a mic on the lower end, and I thought it'd be fun to actually see what a marimba looks like. So let me show you a picture of one. I'll just find online, because I have a real connection to marimba itself, and just like, it's an instrument that's just followed me through life. So let me show that. Yeah, I wonder if, I mean, marimba's kind of popular, I guess, because of like marching band and stuff. So I'll show a picture here. Let's see. Yeah, this is a modern marimba. This isn't the exact one I have, but this one might be. Yeah, this one's the one. No, wait, no, that's not. Mine's a little bigger than that. They make small ones now, that's kind of good. Mine is like this size. And it's just an instrument that's followed me through life, and I picked it up in high school. Started learning, had these teachers who knew how to play marimba and taught me. And in percussion, like if you do percussion in school, high school, graduate, or like, yeah, high school, even college, there's this thing called solo and ensemble. And marimba is very similar to piano, where you can play like an entire piece of music just on a marimba. So a lot of percussionists would just pick a piece on marimba, and teachers would really push that you learn a piece for marimba and then play it rather than doing a snare drum solo. even though that's percussion too. And a lot of the music I was learning on marimba, I found out like I was learning Bach on marimba, like a lot of Bach and a lot of just classical music. And I found that like that music is not really made for marimba. So over time, I I figured out that there's something called Japanese marimba, and those composers actually wrote music for marimba. It's not taking someone else and then just trying to force it on the marimba. They actually wrote for marimba. And my like the only person I would actually play pieces from was from a composer called Keiko Abe, and I would play all her music on this thing. And so then I just started diving deep into marimba because they don't really teach you where this instrument comes from. You know, the schools just tell you to learn Bach, and they tell you to learn this dude called Mark Stevens. I forget his full name, but he made this grip, and the percussion teachers really push that grip and that story, but not really where this thing comes from. And it comes from Africa. And then from Africa, it came to Mexico. And they say like Mexico is where like the modern marimba really, really developed the most. And then, you know, it went everywhere around the world. Japan does their own thing to the marimba. Different grip, different technique, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this thing was originally played with like tribal music. And that's kind of what we're going for with the new album, is like this tribal sound. And it's not any specific tribe. Like not any specific cult, like specific tribe with these instruments. It's just like tribal in, you know, taking where these instruments come from. Because guitar is kind of similar. Like if you look up when the guitar was actually invented, and not when they just started calling it guitar, but even before that, and you see it in like Egyptian like paintings and stuff, like some sort of guitar instrument. Like humans in different parts of the world developed guitar at the same time, which is really bizarre, and it's pretty cool. And I think this is what this album is really all about, is me just letting go of the bad things I've learned, like how I learned things wrong. And yeah, that's what this really is. That's why there's Phoenix Splash the band playing, but then there's also this drum, which just I'll show you. And then you combine that with this drum. And when I made this drum sound, I had to like disregard everything I learned about like drum tuning and like just making your drum quote unquote sound better by muting it. And I'm like, I want that thing to ring. And the muted sound works good on the set, but like that deep sound, that deep drum, like I don't need to get like an authentic traditional drum. Like I could make my floor tom sound like one because I know drum tuning. And yeah, that's that. So over here we have a marimba lead, which is pretty cool. doing? Oh, what do you have? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna get that, so that's ready to go. And they're ready to play that. So yeah, that's good. We're gonna just do a lot of composing today, see where it goes. Okay. Okay. So it looks like I'm already in that mindset that I'm thinking. So this is gonna use a rhythmic motif that we heard in Dream. So I'm a big fan of motifs and just repeating different ideas throughout the albums. You know, I think that's what makes a good album. Like if it's linked together somehow. Like I tried to do that with Melancholy Dream, where it's like a melody and you can hear it in different songs. But I don't think it was obvious enough. I think that's what you kind of suffer, and that's how everyone does it. But with this, I'm trying to do different kinds of motifs. So we want what kind of drum do I want? So this is MIDI. So you want to make it sound as good as you can. Isn't there like a taiko drum or something? Floor tom. I guess we'll have to use the floor tom. Yeah. There's no better drum. Okay, we'll just have to do it. What? Bum 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 bum. And that's the pattern. These accents kind of suck, so I'm gonna put this in, make it more accenty. Yeah. I should put this on the lower voice because I'm probably gonna add tambourine. Okay. Oops. Oh, what'd I do? Okay, there we go. All right. Got it. Okay, that was weird. Ooh. So, yeah, let me take these off. So this is a 2-pattern rhythm. I'd like to put it there. Thank you. Bum 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 bum. Let's see. There we go. Because it's gonna roll over. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, this is where you get into interesting rhythmic ideas. Yeah, see. This is why like notating could be not good to like subscribe to like 100%, because this rhythm is like not something that you can really just cut and paste and everything. See, now these two are over here. And we want this tambourine. Da. Da, 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 da. Da. There we go. Ooh, this looks kind of ugly, but I'll be reading it, so I don't have to worry about it looking pretty, since I'm the musician that's gonna read it. There we go. So we have the tambourine playing in 4, while the floor tom is playing in like 3. And it makes this like cool effect. It's like the players don't know the rules of modern music, so they do whatever they want. That's what this is supposed to be. Yeah, let me see. There we go. Then we got da, 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 da. And it should all loop like eventually. We'll see though. So no measure looks like this yet. Da, da, da. Then we need these for. Ooh, that messed up. So what's going on with this? It should be correct. Let me make it slower. The accent should be here. Okay. No accent here. The accent should be here too. Right? Let's see. And then I think this is where it loops. Accent here. Yeah, this is where things get interesting. So we got and then it should, yeah, which is, it works, you know. Like this drummer's thinking totally different time signature. 1 2 1 2 3 1 1 2 1, and this tambourine player's taking in 4 4 da 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 da, and it's just this pile on of different rhythms, which was like, I forget who did like that big study on tribal music, like in Africa, and it's just like all these layers of rhythms just stacked on top of each other. And like Steve Reich, who's a modern composer, like he writes pieces like that he learned from tribal music, where rhythms just overlay, and it's pretty neat. And that's what, you know, this kind of is here. So fast, a little slow. And it's cool, you know. So those measures are the whole pattern. So rather than it being like a 1-measure pattern or a 2-measure pattern, it's a 3-measure pattern in 4/4. It starts with the strings. It gets here. Okay. Alright, here we go. Cool. So that's the pattern gonna go on there. So, yeah. And then sometimes it'll have a tambourine. Let's see. Oops. There it is. So go a little faster. No? Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. It looks like that's what's happening. So, yeah. Marimba could come in here. Just gonna make this let's see. We want the band to come in too. So he's gonna have a higher floor tom. And his part's gonna be kind of weird. That's what I hear. So we got some snare. We want snare here. You can add flams or whatever. There we go. That's what we want. Dude, this is kind of crazy. It's gonna be really different than I was thinking it was gonna be, but That's kind of what's cool about it. So we want somber. Key is an E. Kind of. Those chords, alright. I don't know if they'll be the same chords. I could do like an ostinato maybe. That's my lowest note on marimbas, so I can't go lower than that. Enough with the A minor. Maybe the string could come back. We'll see. Beautiful harmony over this pattern. Yeah. Something creepy is about to happen. Okay, we have something going on. That's kind of what I wanted Dream Crack to sound like, but I think they're both gonna have this big feeling, you know. I forgot how many I needed to. I was gonna do all 13. Just like that. Okay. So, and here. So we have that chord. To measure. It's gonna be hard to think of vocals for this, but we'll think of some. Thanks for liking. I never get to say that, but I always like think it whenever I see likes. Man, thank that person. Like, thank you. I say it in my head. It's weird. trying to think if he'll like this. But he can do, as long as he puts the snare here and here, he can do whatever he wants. Really. Just something with the 2 high toms would be cool. Might even make it break, but I'm gonna do these harmonies while I have this pattern going on, because this pattern's gonna remain constant. It's him, since he'll be, you know, he's a human. I mean, this is played by a human too, but it's a Phoenix Splash member. He has a little more life than just doing a pattern, so he's gonna do something different coming up. But the harmonies, I think the main motif in this album is the harmony itself. It's to get people to look at music and say, to know first what harmony is, because harmony is like multiple notes played at once, you know, not the main note playing, not the main melody, but the harmony, the chords. And I want this album to just like push like harmony in people's faces and say like, this is really what keeps music together. Not so much melody, but melody is the part that you're humming along to. So it's having like a more rhythmic and more harmonious feel to it. So I was thinking of trying E minor. Technically E minor 7. And yeah, I think that's more than, I don't know if that's possible to play, but I could program a sample to play this string part here. Yeah, I do. See, we'll tie these notes. Tie these notes. So yeah, this is the sound of the drum, you know, that's a motif in this album, because drums were invented they were invented everywhere, like all around the world, just like the bow and arrow. Like, I find the bow and arrow so fascinating because like every human figured it out, you know. And another thing everyone figured out was the drum, which is pretty cool. Because if you're hunting in the forest, like imagine like Stone Age, or, you know, even recently with even there's still hunter-gatherer tribes even today. Like, if they're in the forest and they get lost and they were hunting, they listened to the drums of their tribe, because at night that's when they would do certain dances and certain things, and that was for the people lost to find their way to other humans, which is pretty cool. And it's a lot more interesting than the history you learn in music history when you're a music major. Like, that stuff should be in those books. Like, I feel like that is more important than, like, who was Beethoven? You know, Beethoven was great, but I feel like that needs to be taught. Okay, so this is when the drums are gonna have more life. And there still needs to be a bass guitar part, which I hear, like, some fills going on here, so we'll probably write some stuff like that. Let's see. So something I hear Anthony do is like like I hear him do that sometimes. So I'm gonna put it on the offbeat. I hear him do it on the beat, so I'm gonna put it off the beat. That Mario RPG motif. I think it's Mario RPG. Oop. Whoa, that sounded way cooler than I was thinking it would. Make it even harder. So now he's like playing and oh man, I'm messing things. I'm messing with things here. I'm doing bad things with the rhythm. We'll see. We'll see. So now he's going with the time that the bottom player is playing. I think Chris was doing this too. Because in Dream, there's something similar to this, where two people are playing like totally different rhythms at different times, but it's overlapping. And what Chris did, he played with one time signature, and then he switched to the other, and that's kind of what's happening with the drums here. I think we're figuring things out. Like, it's kind of creeping me out with this album. And yeah, it might look like I feel like no one's really done this because they look down on it, I guess. Like if you showed this to like a music theorist and they hear me talk about it, they'd probably think I'm full of it because it's like, well, he's just doing a E minor 7th chord here and with a simple chord, and he's just going up, and oh, this is just doing accents, it's over the bar, and like that's all they would see this as, you know, rather than like, oh no, he's bringing the instruments back in time. So this fill's gonna go over the bar line. Let's see. Quarter note. Like it's gonna look ugly here. Let's see. Yeah, that looks ugly, you know. But that's what it is. I mean, you can make an 8th note, make it look prettier, but make that a quarter note. There, it looks prettier now. Open hi-hat. So when we were doing like stuff for the album today, and like the drum part here already recorded for Hatman, I felt indifferent about the hi-hat, like as an instrument, like does it fit? But then I'm like, Dream Crack, you're looking into a fire, the hi-hat sizzles, so the hi-hat fits. And I'm like, okay, if you think of it like that, then yeah, the hi-hat fits. See, as a music theorist, you don't think of things like that. Like, the album is about fire. Like, you think about what kind of chord can I use here, what kind of chord can I use there. And you're applying what you learn, but not what is and what you know. I feel like something should copy him. I don't know. Maybe he can... Ooh. I thought of a drum solo no one's ever done. So imagine a drum solo, right? Drum set, it's supposed to be multiple people playing these drums. But you put them a certain way and then one person can play everything, you know? Something humans figured out too. So he's gonna do trade-off solos. But on one drum, he's gonna drum one way. And then on another drum, he's gonna drum another way. Because the Phoenix is here. The tribe is... This is the tribe here. They're welcoming this Phoenix. So this opening has to have that drum interaction. So I'm gonna do Tom 1 solo. And I'm even gonna like write that. Anthony's gonna like freaking hate me. He's gonna be like, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm giving not you a drum. I'm not giving you a drum set solo. I'm giving you a Tom 1 solo. So this one's gonna play very much in line with the tambourine, and Tom 2 is gonna play in line with the floor tom. But they're gonna do solos in those respective times. And we're gonna destroy the concept of time. So dun, 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 dun. Very simple. For now. It's just Tom 1. Tom 1 has a solo. Not the drum set. It's not a drum set solo. It's Tom 1 solo. There we go. I might change this later. I used to write percussion ensembles. This is like kind of taking me back to the stuff I wanted to do, but ended up doing simple stuff. Ba 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 ba. I wonder if he can play this. I know, but he's gonna want to do like more. This is like simple drumming to him. And then Tom 2 answers back. And Tom 2 is going to use more triplets. And basically it's going to do the opposite of what Tom 1's doing. So Tom 1's doing 16th notes. Tom 2 is going to do triplets. Tom 1's doing 8th notes. Tom 2 might do dotted 8th notes. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that'd be pretty tough. Maybe quarter notes. Dump. Bum, 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 bum. This pattern has to keep going. And while all this is happening, like, I'm not telling the audience, focus on Tom 1. He's a good player. If the boot fits. Is that from Toy Story? Yeah. Oh, let me text this. Tom 1 V Tom 2 solo. I think I get this. Is probably the album with the most drum solos is probably gonna be this one. So many drum solos. Because it's tribal. It kind of has to. So we have this going on here. This might actually inspire him too, like with his own drum solos, like to think of it that way, like you have a drum solo but divide it, you know, like this Tom 1's gonna get all the time, nothing else. Okay, let me work on the harmony here. So I ran out of harmony. Harmony's kind of driving me to write like this kind of drum part, so I'm gonna go back to harmony, which is always changing, so I'm gonna hear it in this. So we just got done with E major. Oh, that's kind of somber. So I don't know if it's gonna sound. So, oh, what did I do? I don't even know. Oh, it's like a E major suspended. I like it. I remember, like in music school, as a composition student, one of my big criticisms was my harmony. They said it's repetitive, you know? And I thought, that's what it has to be though. If I'm writing a song about a train, it's gotta be a little repetitive. But they didn't see it that way. They thought everything has to change constantly. If it stays stagnant, it's too boring, it's not good. Like, that's the way they thought. Like, patterns, like, upset them for some reason. Okay, I like this. And then I want... And that's kind of what's happening here. Like, I'm playing E major and different forms of E over and over, you know? Like, here's E minor 7th, E major. This is E minor 7th, back to E major, E suspended 2nd, and now I'm gonna go back to E major. So this whole time, it hasn't left E. But it's like, and that was the criticism I got. I'm like, I stay on E, but look at what I do to E. It goes to minor 7th. It goes to suspended. It goes to, like, I'm staying on E, but is it really bad? Like, I'm not staying on E major. I'm staying on E. And it gives them, it's like they fear it. It's a really big knock. No matter how good you are, they still try to find things. Okay. Alright, I go back to the drum solo. There might even be singing on this part too. Like, who knows? Let's just go crazy, you know? Is it really a solo? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe the counter melody. Oop, we want to keep it there. Eighth notes. Flam. Excuse me. Do some Versace flow here on the tom. Okay. I'll put that there. I don't know. He could probably do this. Forget how good he is at like just snare itself. I think he's fine. Yeah, it's like, it might not be just Tom 1 and Tom 2. It might be all the drums. Let's see. It's like show and tell, you know. Here's Tom 1. It's like you're teaching at a school, but in a song. It's like, here's Tom 1, everybody. This is how Tom 1 sounds like. Then the Tom 2 solo starts. Okay, everyone, this is Tom 2. This is how it sounds like. This is the floor tom. This is how it sounds like. And then maybe snare. And that's the drum solo. It's kind of cool. This will be snare drum. Quarter notes. Yeah, he could do that. Nice. I need some more harmony. So, let me get back here. I want to hear it run through. Okay. Okay. Maybe now it's gonna start venturing out. So we got... It's time to leave. See, I always find E again. Ooh. Something about this sounds really, like, epic. An A flat major? That's what's gonna happen? It works. I get really risky and do that. Yeah. What's happening here, man? It's cool. If you really think about it, this is the furthest away you can be from E. Wait, no, that's not. Yeah, because if I add E, like if I did that, it would be okay. Like not too far from me, but once I add this G, because this E can kind of work, but then if I add the G, kind of can't. Maybe it should come back. Like the E wants to come back. We'll see. Philosophical music theory. Maybe I should have been a philosopher or something. I don't think that's an occupation anymore, though. Okay. Let me hear it all. I like this voicing here. I think I might come back. Oh, what's this two? What is that? Yeah, this low 5 chord. Pretty good. Or like 7th. Yeah, it's like an inverted 7th. It's pretty nice. Let's see. Then it's gonna go back to this chord, but there's gonna be a something else happening. Okay. That's nice. It's gonna have E in it. Like E wants to stay home. Afraid. That's what my criticism was, staying on one chord, afraid to venturing out. That's kind of strange. It's like who I am, really. don't know about that. That's what F dim. No, probably because I'm playing an E here. Alright, so we made some more harmony because we needed more space for our lasting drum solo. And we're telling a story here with the E chord. E wants to stay. So it morphs itself. So E is minor 7th here. E is normal. E is minor 7th, add 2. Actually, it's just add. Yeah, I think it's just minor 7th. Yeah. Back to original. So, like, this is him trying to get out. Can't. He's trying to get out. Can't. Trying to get out. Can't. Then he gets here. Experiments. Back. After this chord comes, he's really trying to get out. Then back. Now it's really trying to get out, but he is holding it back. Now it's kind of back. Totally gone. So that's the story we're telling with this harmony. Does it sound good is the thing I have to fix to make it better. Okay. And that's in like the draft. This is like drafting, so I'm just putting ideas. Reminds me I should save it. So that's snare drum solo. What else does he have? He has symbols. Let's see. I should just make him. Yeah. So let's see, maybe like this. Maybe not. Dotted quarter? Yeah, of course, that's what it is. He's gonna be like, this is weird, Josh. Why you make me do this? I should know that. This has to be dotted. There we go. That's our shape. Boom. I like doing this. So I'm thinking it's gonna start doing something else here. So not gonna be just a Tom 1, Tom 2 solo. We can tell a better story than that. Let's call it drum solo for now, but it's not typical drum solo. Okay, so what's it gonna do now? it's gonna start putting everything together of these. So now it's gonna put tom 1 and tom 2 for 2 measure, and they're gonna play like they are here. So tom 1's gonna play like the first measure will be like tom 1, which had 16th notes and 8th notes. Let's see. Let me hear that solo. Oh yeah, that is what I want. So now it's gonna do the triplet, this thing. But it's gonna do it using both toms. So it's like learning. Maybe just like this. Boom, boom, boom. Then your dotted quarter notes. Or dotted eighths, I should say. Wonder if you'll notice all this weird stuff I'm putting. Okay. The flam. I was like, where's the flam? There it is. Ah, okay. Ooh, I could do something cool. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. So now tom 1 and tom 2. So after tom 2, snare drum and ride. Okay. So jeez, this is probably the craziest drum solo I've ever written. Yeah. Okay. Oh, almost. I accidentally clicked something. Almost made someone a moderator. It's like, what? I thought like the YouTube was messing up, but it wasn't. Alright, snare drum and ride. So snare drum was pretty traditional, but it had some rolls, right? Yeah, it did. So we'll add some rolls. We'll add them here. Da, 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 da. Oops. That, we need that as an 8th note. Oh, I need some ride. Oh man, he's gonna really hate me. Cause I want to put right there. Let's see how he would stick that Yeah, it'd be like you're doing a flam on the first one. But instead of doing a flam on a snare drum, you do a flam with the right. Yeah. Your roll's gonna have to be fast, but he can. His rolls, I think his rolls fast enough. Yeah, that's kind of hard. Most of this will be like super easy to him. It's like, it's weird. But I think the weird stuff, like, he'll get. Now, these last two are him mixing everything up. So, tom 1, tom 2, snare drum, and ride cymbal. So it's not the whole drum set. It's just 4 different drums and a ride. 4 different instruments. This is one instrument. This is the second instrument. Third instrument. Fourth instrument. First and second. Third and fourth. And now all of them. Do we want to go crazy? Because this is the finale of this drum solo. Let's go crazy. Because you're gonna get 2 measures of all 4 of these guys. So rolls, triplets, dotted eighths, 16ths. So this next one has to have all of that. So we're gonna start with 16ths here. Not that. So we don't want to add anything new, but combine all what we've learned from these drums. So the 16th notes for tom 1. A roll for snare drum. Oh, I forgot this drum is still playing. That makes this even crazier. Because there's a whole other percussion thing going on over here. Forgot about that. Oh, this is gonna be tom 1. Boom. So their rhythms are kind of similar. That's kind of weird. I don't know if I'm gonna. Now we're on tom 2, triplet, to represent what he's played. Dotted 8th notes, but it's gonna go on tom 1 because he learned that from tom 2. So I need to put more ride. Hmm. I got scared for a second. Okay. Oh, I doubted the... Don't want to do that. Oh man, that's hard. But that's that. Okay, cool. Okay. We're gonna take what we done and listen to it, give it a run, see how we feel. Jeez, yeah. That's it. That's that. Okay. So Phoenix is something special. It is a duet, like singing wise. So there's another singer in the song. And it has all these parts, so it's gonna be pretty spectacular, I think. We haven't wrote a song like this in a while. Or at least I haven't. Just a big song. The last big song we wrote, I think it was like 15 minutes. We never released it because it had like multiple people, like a lot of people in it. And things got weird. So, but this is mostly me. Just still the three of us. We're just expanding on what we can play. So I'm thinking maybe Chris should do a guitar solo, like just to get his style in the music. I think would be cool. And if we play it live and I have to do the solo, then I'll do a totally different one, you know? I think that'd be cool. But so far, there's not really a guitar solo on the album, the songs we have so far. But there will probably be one somewhere. Hear this again. Sleep on it probably. Okay. So I need to explain the drum solo again. but word it better. That way, I can just clip this to explain like what it is. So think of the drummer as not the drummer. Like, think of music as just sound, and you have no idea what music is. So when you hear a drum set, you assume it's multiple people. Because it used to be. Like, if you know nothing, like, you can think a drum set is multiple people. Because that's how it used to be. This instrument, this tom, which is an instrument all on its own, is getting its own solo. And they're switching off. And then they combine. Here. It's only tom 1, only tom 2, only snare drum, only ride. Then tom 1 and tom 2 get together. Snare and ride get together. And then they finally all get together. It's pretty cool. I think it's a really cool drum solo. And he can change any of this up, but like the rule he'll probably follow. Like, he'll change it up, but it'll still be snare. He'll change it up, but it'll still be tom 2. Like, because that's the theme here. I don't know if he'll change it up, though, because I think he'll actually like that. And there's still a bass part I have to write, because there's bass guitar going on through here. And it's going to have, like, kind of like counter harmony, which will be pretty cool. Alright, we're saving that. Look at this stuff over here. I kind of changed it a little bit. I was promoting some videos of the week. I noticed I promoted Magic Powers in Paradise, and the views went up. Like, so I don't know if this had anything to do with that. But this is a song, Dancing Raylene, within A Melancholy Dream. If you haven't heard it, you can find it on our YouTube channel and click away. It's a pretty silly one. I think it's an important video in all of this. As far as like the end goes, like something just really weird happens in it. That's extremely important. Most of it's cheesy, but then like something crazy happens in it. So it's pretty neat. I'm proud of this song too. It's very intricate and tons of music theory in it. Like, no joke. Like, I don't know how many times I changed the key. The tempo changes. There's jazz. There's horns. It's like, what's happening? And that's Dancing Raylene. Cyclone. This is one of Chris's songs. It's pretty cool. It's really quick. I think he used to use it as a theme song for his gaming channel. I think he still does. Or I think he uses a different one. But this song's pretty cool. He has a fight scene with Sad. And yeah, it's really quick, really fast paced, really punk rock. Give that one a watch too. And then over here we have Sad, which is the first song on Melancholy Dream, and it's a good one. When people ask me to show them what I do, like in my personal life, they're like, you do all this music stuff, are you actually like a musician? Like, do you have music out? I'm like, yeah, I do. I show them this song. Like, it's my go-to because I think it's very easy to listen to. I didn't design it to be like that. I just designed it to be like really fast and hard-hitting and powerful. Powerful lyrics too. And but I find out that like anyone I really show it to like likes the song immediately. And so yeah, I think this might be our best song as far as like likability. And it's not simple, you know. It's not like a pop song or anything. It's what it is. The video's like terrifying. um, got the code. Nobody has solved it. It's still unsolved. Click a video. He'll ask you to pick a number. You pick a number. There's patterns, there's clues. You just have to figure out the code. And if you do, you get a legitimate link to a prize, which is pretty cool. Excuse me. Melancholy Dream. This is where these videos are from. This project. It's just kind of like the code, you know. It's a choose your own path music video adventure, and it's pretty neat. You'll find all these songs in there. You'll find a lot of music made in the way we do here in this workshop that I have. And of course, you know, down you can listen to our music. YouTube is the best way, like to mean something. And you know, we're talking about Patreons and stuff. Like, that's something we might do, because we can make like a lot of things. But you know, we'll see where this goes if we decide to do that. Okay, well, that is it from I wish you all a good night and a good rest of the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Alright, see you later.